y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah if you don't already know, and if you do know, awesome, thanks for returning. Appreciate you. Also, just a disclaimer, I do smoke on this channel, I do drink on this channel, even though I don't have anything to drink today. And I do cuss on this channel. I'm 100% myself. And once again, returning is my lovely, amazing stepmother.
Hey.
Which I will leave all the videos that we have done down below. We usually do scary stories. We talk about spooky stuff in this haunted house of my dad's. So, yeah. So, yeah. Great.
I know, right?
So yeah, she's actually, she's not in there with my dad anymore, but she's in my old room, slash my aunt's old room, slash my old room
Which
again.
is, like, really creepy.
Yeah, and also sorry about the lighting. Just sorry, you just gonna have to deal with it. Yeah.
This room has always been creepy.
Mm-hmm. We got the mirror over here. So yeah, I haven't even talked about stuff that's happened in this room yet. This is gonna be a long video.
Yeah.
I do a 2-part like that one time.
Oh yeah.
Might have to do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Just depends on how long. Probably be long. We like to talk.
Yeah. We can talk eons about this room.
Mm-hmm.
Just this room in this house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It'd be crazy.
Mm-hmm. So before we go back in time, let's go back in time to 2 days ago. Before we go back a few years ago or a few months ago. So yeah, now that she is in here, she's been experiencing all sorts of stuff, like knocking on this window, and there's no way that a human could get up here and knock on it out of house. I'll show y'all later.
You'd have to climb a really tall ladder to reach
Mm-hmm.
this window from the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did bring my water. Yeah. So tell me something that, yeah, let's talk about the other day.
Oh yeah, when we was talking.
Yeah, we'll just start there.
Okay. The other day we was waiting for her dad to come and to pick her up, and I was talking to her on Facebook on video chat, and stuff started happening because we got to talking about stuff, and she was telling me that she had went to her friend's house that's like super haunted and everything.
I'll leave those videos below as well.
And then I started talking about the demon that's here, you know, too. And I started kind of like ragging on them and saying, yeah, they're pathetic.
Yeah, and done pissed something off at my house.
Because they got to live in heaven, and then they like followed the dumbass, you know, Satan, you know, gave up heaven to follow this dumbass that was trying to
About to piss him off again.
trying to overtake God. That's why they got kicked out. And I'm like, yeah. And then stuff started happening at her house because something apparently has followed her home.
I don't
From
really
her
think so.
I think it has.
I don't
think
think
it has. Because when I was talking to her, I kept seeing orbs flying over by her head and stuff. Yeah. And you could tell it wasn't a bug.
And then my phone froze to 8:05.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that actually might have had something to do with the video chat too.
Well, yeah.
But it was working fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, but her stuffed toy Jack skeleton kept falling over.
Yeah, and he never falls over.
Yeah.
But yeah, fell over twice.
And then when I went out of the room, it sounded like my door was shut, she said.
Mm-hmm.
And everything, but I always keep my door open.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the TV on, but it was like really loud to where she wouldn't be able to hear it.
And it wouldn't have sounded like somebody closed the door, so.
Yeah. It was crazy.
I
And my
don't know.
son was at work. I was the only one here right then. Yeah.
But,
Good times.
Tell them about the knife.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. About a couple of months ago, my son, he was here, and I had my table where my TV sits. Andrew, he had a plate and a cup, you know, sitting on there, and then he also had a one of his hunting knives or whatever on the table. And the table, it was pushed back like on the DVD player, and I was like, turned up the fan. I was like, well, I'm not feeling too good. I'm gonna lay down for a little bit. So as soon as I laid down, all of a sudden I hear something slide across the table and a thud in the floor. And I look, the plate and glass that was on this side of the table was on the other side of the table, and the knife that was pushed back on the table was like in the middle of the floor. I was like, something threw that knife into the middle of the floor, about 3 feet away.
Somebody trying to shank you and just like.
I guess, I don't know, man. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't here for that.
I raised up, I looked, I'm like, okay, whatever, and I laid back down and went to sleep. Because at this point, stuff keeps happening, and it's been happening. It's just getting stupid.
It gets old. You just get so used to it.
Yeah,
I do the same thing. I'm
you
like,
get to where you don't get that jump scare anymore, and you're just like,
shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
Like, go on somewhere. You're not scaring me anymore. You're just being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Go away.
I'm just glad you haven't seen stuff in the mirror and you haven't.
Well, I don't look at the mirror. Sometimes I'll, like in my peripheral, I'll be like on my laptop, and seems like you see something in that mirror right there, but from the side. But then when you look, you don't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a lot of times my door, in my peripheral side vision, it's like you'll see like a figure, like a dark shadow or something of somebody standing there, but then when you look, there's nothing there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man. That's pretty much all that you've really experienced, though. And knocking. She hears knocking all the time, and something's still trying to get out of the basement, because it was doing that shit when I was here, too.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody's, like, trying to get out of the basement.
Yeah, and there's nothing
Like, 3 o'clock in the morning, you just hear...
Yeah, the doors, it actually, you like hitting the doors really hard, so hard that it vibrates up, and you can feel it through the floor.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I've
really
experienced
loud.
that, definitely.
And you hear all kinds of big, huge, loud bangs and everything. One night, it was about a week ago, there was such a huge, loud bang. I don't understand how it did not wake up Brad, my son. I don't understand. I don't understand how it didn't wake him up.
I don't know.
And his cat kept meowing and meowing and meowing. And, yeah. I think there's stuff that messes with his cat too. Because he'd be like acting all freaked out, like he's about to have a heart attack or something. And he'll just go. Yeah. I think stuff messes with him. And this past week, Cuddles, he'll come in my room every once in a while, my one cat. But then he usually stays in here with me, but for this past week or so, he won't hardly come in my room. And if he does, he he'll do like them jump scares, like he'll be all still and he'll be all quiet, and then all of a sudden he'll go and takes off out of the room. Yeah, like something startled him. Yeah, and it's getting to where he won't come in my room.
He's on top. He's laying on top of the table right now.
Nah, nobody uses it. So
I do sometimes, but
yeah, but yeah. So my cat is getting to where he doesn't want to stay in my room. I'm like, man,
it's a weird play right there.
It's just getting annoying. I mean, it's not even scary anymore half the time. Now, if they do start doing the full body apparition, thing, say, get out, or I'm going to eat your son, like that, then, yeah, it might start scaring me again. I mean, yeah, that would be scary. I'd be like, and everything, but it's just annoying. I mean, we've been dealing with this since we moved here.
Yeah.
Used to, it was scared, my heart would start pounding, and now I'm just like, oh, whatever. Because you get desensitized to it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But I sleep during the day. I will not sleep at night. Because when I try to sleep at night, stuff happens really bad. It feels like something trying to touch me and all kinds of crap. I'm like, no.
Nope. No, thank you.
Nope.
Not today.
So I do not go to sleep until it is daylight outside. Once it becomes daylight, I lay down and then I go to sleep. Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you.
But you can tell some stuff.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
this room be freaky deaky sometimes.
I mean,
it's not, the house ain't as bad as it used to be.
yeah.
Used to be, oh my wordy.
Yeah,
It was-
really bad. Which we've talked about that one
Yeah.
on that other
Yeah.
video. A really bad one.
It was very bad.
But I mean,
I think we had an infestation of a bunch of bad stuff. But now I think we only got like one demon, and he just will not go away. It's like, go away.
I don't know. I mean,
As
I've
long
had
as he
that.
stays down there, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I've had that dream that there are 4 of them, but I've seen 3 of them. Not the big main one is just like big black mass. Like,
Yeah, and he just will not go away. He stays in the basement in like one corner.
Yeah, but the other 3, there's 2 men and a woman.
Yeah, but I think they're gone now. Because
I wish my Indian fella was still out here. I think he protected us. I don't think he was trying to like do anything. I miss him because I'd see the shadow, and I'd hear him all the time walking up and down the ramp.
Oh yeah.
And then I've seen like a shadow of a head before.
Yeah.
So
I saw a shadow of like a headdress.
Yeah.
Or like an Indian headdress.
Yeah. But we're all Indians, so excuse me, Native American.
But what's my other son Andrew did the house blessing, trying to get rid of the bad stuff. He was doing it outside too, and I think he got rid of our good Indian.
Yeah.
He wasn't scary.
No, I liked him. And every night when I was out watching TV, SpongeBob or something, at like 12 o'clock or something, when I stay up that late, I'd see him go back and forth. And at first it freaked me out because I was like, who the fuck is that? And there would be nobody there. And I'm like,
I know, it freaked me out when I first moved here. I was like,
yeah, I think it was just protecting
be
us.
home alone, nobody here, you're the only one here. And then all of a sudden you hear like something walking. And actually, you could be in the kitchen and look out the dining room window and actually see a silhouette of a man walking by. Yeah, it was crazy. And I was like, and then you look out the window and there's nobody there.
Yeah.
That used to scare me.
Yeah. But then I got used to him. But then after he did that, I didn't see him anymore. And I was like, oh, I miss him.
Yeah.
But
I
actually,
guess-
that's good. I guess he crossed to where he needed to go.
Yeah.
So,
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's like at rest now.
yeah.
But,
Yeah, I've experienced some crazy shit in here too. Like,
yeah, no.
I've heard, you know, obviously when Brad wasn't here, I've heard like knocking behind me. You know, if I was reading the Bible, when I was like really into that, shit would happen all the time. Like over here in this corner where she is sitting, actually is where I had the TV, and our bed was over here, not right here. It was just moved around different. And so I'd go to sleep at night, and I'd, you know, maybe I wanted to lay on this side instead of this side, you know, facing the TV, so I'd turn on this side and I'd watch the TV through the mirror that's over here. Well, I quit doing that because I started seeing like shadow figures and shit walk by, and I'm like, I'd look and nobody be there. And then like you hear stuff behind the TV. It's not a mouse. It wasn't, because I'd get up and look because I'm like, really, I ain't afraid of mice. So no, and it would just, like, you could just see a person. So yeah, I quit. Yeah, doing that.
Yeah.
And then when I broke my toe,
Oh, yeah.
that was really bad.
Something talking in your ear in Latin.
Yeah, in
she
Latin.
found out it was in Latin.
Yeah, and it was actually, I'll put it up on here somewhere where it actually said, like, the phrase that I heard. And in English, it was to suffer in silence.
Yeah.
So this motherfucker don't like me. So
Yeah, she didn't. Obviously, we do not know any kind of language.
Well, I know some Latin because I took choir for so long.
Yeah.
So I know.
I don't know nothing about no Latin.
Yeah.
I don't know how to speak it or read it or anything.
Mhm.
And she kept saying, "What is that phrase?" So she kept looking it up.
Mhm.
I don't see how you was able to spell out the phrase.
Well, Latin is a lot
In
like
Latin.
Italian or Spanish. So
Oh, okay.
silencio, that's obviously
Yeah.
silence. So, and then the rest of it, I was just like, what the fuck? And then me and my boyfriend have this. He has this thing with doors, but one of the biggest things that happened here that he went through too is we'd lay here one night. Of course, it always sounded like somebody was having a party in there. My dad wouldn't be partying, and she wouldn't be out there, and she don't sound like a bunch of people. And I'd be like, who the fuck is here? And it'd be nobody there. But that doesn't connect to this. That's not what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
so I was having like this dream because I have a lot of like, what would it be called? Like not really seeing to the future. I
Kinda
don't
like
do
a
that.
premonition.
Like a premonition. But this is so weird because I was laying here and I was dreaming that there was something coming, like I could, like almost in a movie where you could just like see it coming, like in a, I don't know, like about a camera, and I was like recording it or him or something, or it, I don't know. And it comes up to open the door, and I wake up and Johnny's asleep, like still asleep, but he's going to reach for the door, and I grab his arm. I'm like, don't open the door. And he was like, what? How did you know? I was like, because I saw it. I don't know. I can't explain it. It was the weirdest thing. And he just, I don't know, something about him and doors. If anybody knows what that means, let me know, because I can't find anything about that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. He's got some weird connection with doors. But yeah, me and him like connected, and it, like I saw what was coming, and then he was going to open the door. And I was like, no, don't do that.
Yeah. That's creepy.
Yeah, it was really creepy. That was scary.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just been like I slept in here with my aunt that one night.
Yeah.
When she wasn't living here, she's just, you know, staying or whatever.
Yeah.
And staying the
I
weekend
don't
or
see
something.
how she could sleep in here at night.
Mm-hmm.
Because even now that it's not as bad, no.
I don't know. But I saw them even when I was trying to like sleep in the bed with her, because
Yeah, I tried to sleep in here one night with her because Michael was partying and I was like really sleepy. and I tried to sleep beside her, and she was over here snoring away, and stuff was like freaking me out, and I was just like kept tossing and turning. I kept feeling like something wet hitting my cheek, and
What if it was like staying over you, like?
I know it was like, you know, you're laying in bed. I mean, you're in a room. There's no rain or any way a drop of water could fall on your cheek, and it kept doing that, and I'd have to wipe it off. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in here and
No.
yeah.
So yeah, this room's pretty haunted. And then the time that me and she don't watch my channel. I try not to say names on here, so but the Jay, the
Oh yeah, that girl.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, me and her were sitting in here one night, and I told her, I was like, watch this, because she didn't really believe me. Like, she did, but she didn't. I was like, no, watch. I'm going to read out of the Bible, and you wait and see. Like, shit's going to start happening, and I'm going to get really sick, and I'm going to get, or not really sick, but every time I would read in
You
here,
don't feel like nauseous.
I'd feel really nauseous, and I'd be like, oh, God, I'd get a really bad headache. Only when and we were sitting here, and I started doing that, and all of a sudden, we hear somebody knock through Brad's room.
Yeah, and he was.
And
at
he wasn't.
work.
Yeah, he was at work. I actually was getting ready to go pick them up.
And that was before he even had his cat, so there was
Mhm.
nothing in his room.
Yeah, and it was like knocking, and then we heard like scratching behind us, and we were like, I was like, see, I told you. And then I kept going, and somebody was banging over here on this window.
Yeah, because the dresser used to be over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we'd heard somebody like walking up and down, so we went in there and we asked my dad and that dude, like, we were like, well, you guys out there? Because we were like scared. We were like, I think there's somebody trying to break in the house or something. So they both go out there, and he walks the whole house, and they was like, there's nobody out here. We weren't out here.
Yeah,
So-
they was in the bedroom the entire time, because I was
Yeah.
with them in his bedroom with them.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but other than that, that's pretty much all that's happened. I mean, just constantly seeing people walk around you and there's nobody there, but these big shadow figures, and
Yeah.
so, dang, we're already at 22 minutes.
Oh, I know.
But
But
that's,
I mean, stuff really doesn't happen anymore. When I first moved in here, stuff would happen like every night around a certain time. You'd hear knocking on my window. And one night it was so loud that I thought my glass in my window was going to shatter. And I'm like, and there's no trees near my window.
mhm.
So it couldn't have been a branch. And
I'll show y'all in a minute after we finish.
if it had been a person, you'd have to have like a really tall ladder to reach the window.
Maybe some
and-
wings so you could fly over there and be like, hey.
Yeah. And one night, Brad, my other son, we was sitting in here and we was watching a movie, and all of a sudden we heard a really loud knock, and he looked, and I looked. I'm like, and he's like, leave the curtain back and look, see what's doing that. I'm like, no, thank you, because can't be anything human knocking on my window. No. And no. I ain't about to pull my curtain back and see something freaky deaky knocking on the window. No. Not
Hey.
happening. Not doing it.
But yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up at that, since we
Yeah.
kind of talked about everything pretty much.
But
So-
now it's not like knocking on the window anymore. It's just like, it'll be like knocking on the house.
yeah.
And there's no trees up against the house or anything that could make that noise.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear actual knocking, like somebody's knocking on the door. but it's on
Yeah.
the side of the house. On the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know, man.
And it only happens around 3 a.m. From around 3 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Mhm.
it happens.
So yeah,
And
there's-
it's like at random times. He'll do it like, he'll do it here, and then he'll stop. Then a few minutes later, you forget about it, and all of a sudden it does it again. And you're like, yeah.
I don't know, man.
But not about to look out the window or anything. So
No.
I just ignore it.
Well,
Because knowing my luck, I might see Bigfoot standing up there. Hi, let me in.
fucking Harry and the Andersons.
Yeah.
Aww,
Oh,
that'd
he'd
be
be
cute.
sweet.
Come in.
He'd be sweet.
Yeah.
I like Harry. He was sweet. He wasn't scary.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap that up because yeah, we're getting a little lengthy here. But yeah, that's pretty much all the stuff that's happened in this room. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
That we can remember. Right
Yeah.
offhand.
So, thank y'all for watching. And if you like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe because it really helps my tiny ass channel.
She said so.
But anyways, we'll holler at you later. And remember to keep it rocking.
Bye.